Matt, coming off of an interesting week, last Tuesday we picked up what was our first loss of the season. What is it that we learned from that game at Whitman last Tuesday night?
Well, I think anytime you play a really good team on the road, you're going to learn a lot about yourself. I think we found out that we needed to get stronger in some areas defensively, and also just bring a little different accountability level and toughness, which I thought we bounced back in a really strong way on Friday. Started to play with the identity that we aspire to have. So it was really good for us to be tested in that way. I thought we balanced, the week in terms of the frustration and adversity of a loss like that, but also taking the lessons from it and applying them moving forward.
And on Friday, a big win over a good Covenant team, a team that was in the national tournament last year. What did you see that were those steps forward? Where did you see that growth in just 4 days' time?
Well, I think our mentality was different on Friday night. We had more of an attack mentality, and our aggressiveness carried over on defense to led us to a lot of defensive stops and forced some turnovers. Really started to play with the defensive identity that we want to see for ourselves. So hopefully we can carry that forward, use that as a springboard for the rest of the season.
This week, final exams. So a lighter week of practice. As a coach, what is it that you see as your job to help support these guys through an academically challenging week like this?
Well, I think the first thing is to give them some space and give them some time to utilize the resources on campus and finalize their preparations. Obviously, it's an ongoing process, from the time the semester starts and preparing to succeed at the end of the semester. So I know our guys have been doing a good job in preparing themselves for that. And also, we've got 3 games in 4 days on the back end of this week. So as a staff, it's just about preparing our game plans, having a really solid plan for each opponent, and synthesizing that information as much as possible, because mentally there's not a lot of free space this week for the student athletes.
And are you, as a coach, the team, looking forward to our first real road trip of the season next week, going to California and then back up through Oregon?
Yeah, no, it's always exciting to get on the road, and especially in this time of year, you get down to some sunshine and spend some time together. Obviously, playing Laverne and Chapman, 2 teams that are very strong in the SCIAC. Chapman coming off an NCAA tournament appearance, and Laverne returning a lot from last season. Will be a great test for us, and obviously when you play 3 games in 4 days, physically that's a challenge as well. So I'm looking forward to see how we respond to that.